I'm live. Yeah, we might do a makeup day on Final Fantasy today, but I'm not sure if we'll get enough people. So, I'm gonna do some Warframe in the meantime. Ain't that fun? So yeah, I figured, if we do the Final Fantasy rating today, I will not have the time to do a Doviri spiral, at least not easily, or, the Archon hunt. So I figured, hey, why not get in a little bit right now before I can get nothing in at all? Is my feeling. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and play Warframe. Playing non-steel path right now, which is why everything's just kind of melting. You know, normally I would play steel path, but like the difficulty spike between steel path and non-steel path in the Zeramin is pretty wild, and I'm leveling up weapons, so I don't feel like dying a whole bunch. The end. I would like it if these guys would like not die very often, or quite as quickly. Need more HP, which I guess will happen once one of the waves is done, but the end. Anyway, I got a Nightwave to do 3 Void Flood missions, and so I figured what better way to level up the weapons and test out my new streaming setup. It's just, nothing too big, but yeah. I have a slightly new streaming setup. It's there's a little bit more head motion and tracking like that. And I can sort of blink, or wink, mostly. But anyway, there's like lip syncing audio tracking, which is pretty cool. I'm using VNet, not that you care. But anyway, it's a bit of a work in progress right now. If there's a bit of a lazy eye, I'm working on it. But after spending like an hour in the settings, I'm like, you know what I'd rather do than spending an hour in the settings? It's play Warframe and do a little streaming before I'm stuck in pandemonium for the next 2 hours. And so here we are. This is where life has taken the both of us, but mostly me. But if you're watching, then you're taking this journey with me. Isn't that lovely? We're connected across time and space. Woo! Isn't that cool? Don't chop me, bro. Oh. Alright. I'm going to just exfil here. If I'm being real, because I want to do 3 Void Flood missions. I'm not here for the loot. Just here for the Nightwave. So we're just gonna do this over and over. But as you might have noticed, I am trying to get my Void weapon to work out well. They're trying to get my Void Incarnate weapon fully maxed out, which means I have to kill things with it that have forced ass effects on them, which is hard when everything just kind of falls over. But, again, Steel Path would be really hard. Maybe it wouldn't be as hard as I think. Maybe I should be playing that. Maybe I'm just being a pansy. I could just be being a pansy. I don't know. I'll try it next time, but, if I remember. Very good chance that my brain will cease to function when I'm like, oh, the mission's done, time to hop into another, and then my brain turns off. Anyway, Void Flood. Fun times. Jump around, collect collect magic orbs. And once you have collected enough magic orbs, use those orbs to seal the void fissures. God, everything just immediately dies. It's flux rifle's too good. I'm trying. I got a flux rifle right now, which has like 200% to apply status effects, which means yes, it applies 2 status effects for every shot, and occasionally a third if I get lucky. So, you know, if my mission is to apply status effects to people before I kill them, this is the gun for that, but, you know, it's a little hard to do that when everything just dies in the lightning fast burst that I spit out. Anyway, really the only thing that live for even close to long enough are the Oxium Ospreys. So yeah, I'll be looking for them for this little challenge that I'm attempting. But for now, we jump around and get green glowy Vitaplast orbs, and then shove them into a void fissure. Stop shooting me, God. Y'all are rude and numerous. Hey, got one there. Hey. Yeah. The big floaty herbs are worth quite a few, so it's nice when I manage to get them. They're also, like, just a real jerk to actually get sometimes. So, if you hear me being, you know, unnecessarily jubilant about getting slightly more Vitaplast, that's the reason. Oop. Looks like my Angstrom has become Incarnon. Yes! Alright. Cool. I need it. Now I don't have to do all this ridiculous weapon switching. Hooray! Oop. And now we kill Mr. Thrax. Hello, Mr. Thrax. No, don't go invincible. Get back down here. Just gonna shoot you in the head a bunch. And then zap you away. The end. The end, we're done, goodbye. And hey, conveniently, because I am in the Zariman, I can just fully evolve the President Angstrom. Cool. And then I can like put on a better gun. The Flux Rifle's actually pretty great, but since it's status based, anything with a Void Shield, so you know any Eximus, doesn't take a whole lot of damage from it, because they're immune to status effects when they have the overshields on. But anyway, finished the Angstrom, so we're gonna go here and evolve it for the last time. What does I want from this? Like, I don't know how to use the Angstrom. I'll be straight up with you. It like, it has high status chance, but it only hits, you know, once. It is normally with status chances you want to like, you know, you want to generally have it to, you know, fire multiple times because it's random what status you put on them. Like, am I gonna put on blast damage? Am I gonna put on radiation damage? I don't know. And it's automatically blast, and who cares about like triggering blast procs on people? It doesn't even kill them. It just makes their accuracy slightly less. So I don't know. I feel like better crit makes more sense than anything else. Maybe I could like get it to just hit extremely hard instead of like, you know, randomly shooting things. I don't know. It's up in the air how good this is, but you know, I'm trying right now to just have a good build. That's all. Incarnon turns it into heat, so maybe I just want to keep it as heat for like ever. I also should put a I should also put a what do you call it? An organ reactor on it, but I only have one, and I'm saving it for a better weapon that I might actually like using, cause I don't like using this one. Let's just shove galvanized shot into it. Yeah, it's a bit uggo. This is an ugly build. I've got some formas for it though. Maybe I could just like tweak it just a touch. Get some crit in there. You know, just get a massive amount of crit, maybe some crit damage. Can't quite get that level of crit damage, but this is like better, maybe kinda a little bit. I don't know. This is not good. It's not a good weapon. I'm not thrilled with it. Anyway, it's an incarnate weapon. It'll be serviceable. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, let me get out my new Fulman. I think that'll do fine, and because the Angstrom's leveled up, I'm gonna put on my Cycron. This is when I'm absolutely loaded to the teeth for killing stuff here. So let's do our final Void Flood mission, a Steel Path, because I'm crazy. And then, well, yeah, I'll have an hour before raid time if that happens. I don't know. That's why I'm here. And yeah, that should be enough time to get the Archon hunt done. Theoretically. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, we just jump over here, and then we start more Verdflurden. Woo! Yeah, you guys got a lot tankier. And you hit harder. Yeah, not what I was, this is what I was slightly worried about, Sealed Path. I don't have a ton of killing power right now, and I also don't have much of a corpus set up for my Fulman yet. I just have it on a, you know, mostly just general use. Hello, you. I just dropped your Void Shield there a bit. Knock out. Ah, they're all so strong. Come on, Miss Rufflesnugs, get up. I know you're mostly defenseless unless I'm hitting stuff. So I guess I'll hit stuff for a while. Green orbs, gotta get green orbs. Don't do that. Don't be chaotic. Don't make the orb gathering harder on me. Okay, there we go. Grab all this stuff. I think I'm full up. Ah, Mr. Rufflesnugs, why you gotta do this? Why you gotta try to fight them on your own? Come on, get up. Get up and try not to die again. It's probably my fault. I have, like, you know, I have attacks set on her, or it's like, yeah, do your armor smash attack on somebody semi-close by. And they'll be like, okay, I'll stay way the heck back here, away from you, so that I'll probably be killed, because I'm alone fighting like 12 superpowered dudes. And I don't have nearly enough defenses for that. I'm like, no, your first priority should be to flee. Anywho, let's strip this guy's armor and then shoot him in the face a bunch. You know, if his... Well, let me see his face, jeez. Also, ow? A billion people shooting me hurts, apparently. Who knew? But anyway. Steel Path Void mission. Hooray, all done. Let's leave before I accidentally fail it. Alright. Easy enough. Let's head back out. And look at what the Archon hunt is this week. I haven't actually looked at it at all whatsoever. So this will be a surprise for both of us. Alright, we got Sevagoth, the Javlok, the Kestrel, and the Atarax. None of which I have, which is unfortunate. Let's see what we got here. Extermination, Disruption, and then Showdown. Alright. Well, Valkyr's good for all of them, so I'm just gonna roll my favorite, and we're just gonna try to blow through all of this. I'm gonna equip Roar. And away we go. Let's do a quick Archon hunt. Let's go shoot people on Jupiter. Because they can't get more stupider. Look, I'm doing my best. Oh, he's just gonna leave it at that? He's gonna go silent? Just leave that one hanging there? That terrible joke? Yeah, well, it turns out. $131 is a normal level for Archon Hunt, right? I'm pretty sure you can't actually do this, like, on Steel Path. Also trying to level up the wolf sledge, as you might have noticed. Cause they are having their 10th anniversary, and they had a redux of the Wolf of Saturn 6 fight, and you could just, you know, farm him. And so I did, and I got the wolf sledge, and it's a hammer. Like, it's cool. Like, you can, if you hold down the melee attack button, you can throw it. That's pretty sick. Because it's like it's a hammer and a glaive, sort of. Where is everybody I need to kill? Are they, like, all at the top floor? Yeah, some of them are. Hello! Hello, lovely to have you. Forget if I put Infinite Warcry on my Roar build at some point. Oh, I did. Good. Yeah, anyway, Valkyr has a mod called Eternal War, where if you melee kill an enemy, it gives you like 2 extra seconds on your Warcry, which increases your attack speed. And it's pretty nice to just have that going forever. I should note it increases attack speed and armor, which is upping your attack and your defense. It's a pretty darn good ability, and it's helminthable. can just slap that on any Warframe. I believe that's the helmet's ability. Unless it's like Shatter Shield or whatever the third one that I will never ever ever use is. Oh goodness, there's a lot of you, aren't there? Easy enough. I think I've mentioned this before on my streams, but you know, I don't. For Corpus, you know, it tends to be a good idea to like roll with poison weapons because poison just goes right through shields. So you know, something that has like 80% of their health being shield based, you can just like shoot them once and kill them. But if you don't, like me right now, there is an alternative. You can just shoot them in the head and it bypasses shields anyway. And yeah, that's convenient. Well, it doesn't bypass shields. You do still have to shoot through the shield, but enemies have shield gating where, you know, if you are not headshotting them, the shield will absorb one hit no matter what size it is and cancel out the rest of the damage unless you shoot them in the head. So yeah, if I do a body shot, I rip out his shields, but he's still got all this health that I don't want him to have. Ugh. And headshots get around that. I think I've made myself at least modestly clear now. And if not, I'll just, you know, I'll ramble at somebody who makes a comment about it. And that'll be that. But for now, we just go on our merry way killing everything that moves, because it's an exterminate mission, and that's what you do. I do enjoy the relaxing exterminate mission. You just go at your own pace, walking around, just killing the mans. Or the drones in most cases. Hi, Puzzle. Puzzle's being weird as usual. I just ignore him. Bonk. This is the entrance. Did the waymarkers actually take me back to the entrance to kill one dude? I think they did. My god. Alright. You know, game's not perfect. And it's partially my fault. I should like be using my, you know, brain and instincts to, you know, remember which direction I'm going in the map instead of, you know, just being like, head empty, only follow waymark. That's where the objective is. It's a little peek into my brain meats there. Hope you enjoyed that. Hello! More dudes. I was looking for more dudes. Oh, and an Eximus. Oh. The very notion. Yeah. You know, even without Steel Path, you know, level 120 something is no joke when it comes to the enemies. Can I shoot you in the backpack? For Moa's, the weak spot is the backpack, which, you know, is fine if you can get behind them, and less fine if they're constantly facing you. Weirdly enough, they did, you know, they also have like, you know, they also have their head monitors, you know, just this little bit on top of their head that they're using to shoot me with. And like that counts as headshots, I'm pretty sure, but it's not like a weak spot headshot. It's weird. I hate MOAs. I've hated them ever since. Ow. He's got a spinny boy on me. Got a spinny boy on me and he hurt. Anyway, I've hated them ever since my first days of playing Warframe because most of the MOAs I encountered were like on Venus, where, you know, I was doing open world stuff in Venus. And like, normally it's like, whatever, they're pretty low level, but like, man, when you were just starting out, those MOAs are murder because they just like tether onto you and they put an electricity debuff on you that hits so hard, it just kind of kills you and you can't do much about it, which, you know, it's never a good feeling in video games when you just die and you had basically no agency in it. And you could say, well, why didn't you just, you know, dodge the tether forehead? And you're like, yeah, I suppose that is the intended way to play, but I'm bad. And also the tethers are really hard to dodge. Let's be real here. You get a sound cue like a split second before it hits you, and if you are not already dodging, you get tethered and killed, more or less. So yeah, if you're just starting on a Warframe, it's okay. We're all getting killed by these stupid two-legged jerk faces, you know, on the reg. You know, unless you're just coming here as like an FPS player with incredible twitch reflexes and the ability to dodge roll, you know, by instinct. Maybe then you're just like, you know, better than me and a lot of people, but you know, stop bragging, that's all I can say. You straw man player, Warframe player in my head, who's just like incredibly stuck up. God, don't we hate that straw man? Ugh, I hate that guy. Everyone hates that guy because he's a straw man. Worst. Ugh. Anywho. Yeah, by my, you know, random ramblings, there's not much to say about an exterminate mission except that you go there and shoot dudes, and then once you shot enough dudes, you leave. It's relaxing, but, you know, not a lot to analyze about just shooting demands in the face over and over. I don't know. Should I explain the intricacies of how shoot man in face? Did you know that if shoot man in face, men tend to die? Is true. It true. Also, if I found the exit, which I don't think I have, I'm pretty sure this is not the exit. Yeah, it's definitely not. If you actually find the exit early in an exterminate mission, people will like chase you to the exit, and like that can speed things up a bit, but also you have to wait for everybody to like get there. So it's a dubious tactic. Let's just say that. Also, will people stop putting frost procs on me? It's rude. Makes me slow. Anyway, that was easy. Next one's Disruption, which will be slightly less easy. And last time I did a Disruption mission for Narmer, I couldn't help but notice that all the demo units were like Grenir for some reason, even though I was fighting Corpus primarily. And that was weird. So I'm quite happy to load out with, you know, with my normal corrosive damage build, because I'll be fighting Grenir bomb carriers, and, you know, corrosive damage is good. Corrosive damage, by the way, is just kind of good across the board. Like for a lot of damage types, like magnetic or radiation or like viral, fire, all that stuff. Like viral is the best status effect proc, don't get me wrong, but like depending on who you're fighting, it does more or less damage. But like corrosive is just like fine always, because like it's always either going to be neutral or good. It's never like, you're never reducing your damage if you have corrosive on. So like that's what I use for almost all of my just generalist builds, or just corrosive and fire, because sure is fun lighting people on fire occasionally. Love that. Love putting a nice spicy dot on them where they just flail their arms around. And also, fire is very good against a lot of people. And it also strips some of their armor since the balance change, unless they changed that and I didn't notice. I don't know. I don't religiously watch the patch notes or anything of the sort. Yeah, see, here's some Grineer. And for some reason, the Grineer are carrying the keys, and then it's like, what? But why? We eat Corpus here. We Jupiter boys. That's where Corpus hang. Anyway, trying to listen in for the demo unit here. I don't hear it anywhere. Oop, never mind. Now I hear it. Hello. Let me just strip your armor real fast there, because you'll take a bit of time. Otherwise. Yeah, the demo people, obviously, they have highly improved defenses. Wow, just Grineer just constantly drop keys, huh? At least that'll be easy to spot, huh? Maybe it's nice. Maybe I shouldn't be complaining about it. But anyway, yeah, the demo units have increased defenses, which is why I wanted to armor strip them real quick there. And unfortunately, they also pulse a ability dispeller, which is why I'm not bothering to like Warcry, because Warcry normally slows people down if you hit them with it, and speeds up your attack, gives you a bunch of armor. Warcry is great, but you know, why Warcry when they'll just dispel it 5 seconds later? Okay, you're not dying as fast as I'd prefer. Let me just do a little lockdown. I and every other Warframe player in the entire universe am running Magus Lockdown, which drops a stun mine on the ground, which helps in so many cases, but like especially so in Disruption, where it freezes the demo units to the ground, which is a big ol' help when you're trying to keep them from running to the conduit and blowing it up. Hello. Bonk. Alright. That one was easy enough. Now we just find a Grineer. Hello. Get the last key, and go. Also, apparently the last key was back there somewhere from a different enemy, but I didn't notice it before I noticed the Grineer. Isn't that funny? Probably not very funny for the Grineer, I just, you know, blew to smithereens. But it's funny for me. And isn't that what really matters at the end of the day? Of course. Oh my lord, you have a lot of armor. Just gonna piddle around a bit, because nothing drops keys until the round actually starts, so may as well avoid killing things until then. Or at least killing things that potentially drop keys, to be clear. Fine shooting the MOAs, because, you know, FDev guys. I think they also drop from Eximus no matter what. So let's use you to test that. No, never mind. Okay, hey, I'm just sitting here being wrong. I'm so wrong. Ugh. Like upsettingly wrong. Oh well. Also, health's getting just like very, very minorly spiced. So let's pop into my let's just scream and claw things to get our health back, which is just what Valkyr does. She get angry, and then she get health back. Coming from this direction yet again, eh? I'm fine with the consistency. There's like... obviously, armor stripping out his like 90% damage reduction is going to make killing him way easier, but there is like a weird kind of funny breakpoint where, because you do bonus damage to the type of armor they're in. Also, I died. That's awkward. Anyway, because you do bonus damage depending on the type of armor you hit, if you strip all of their armor, they no longer have that armor type. So, like, if I'm hitting something whose armor is weak to corrosive damage, and the armor is only providing, like, I don't know, 5% damage reduction, like, there is a weird point where, like, stripping their armor will actually make you do less damage because you're no longer hitting for the thing they're weak against. But you know, with this demo unit, his armor is like, it's got a lot of DR. Let's just leave it at that. And it's very unlikely that stripping their DR will make me do less damage depending on what, you know, I'm using. Because again, corrosive damage just basically does, you know, neutral damage or better no matter what. Oh my god, will you let me hit you? Thank you. God, I hate bouncy mines. Where's the key? That was supposed to be a key. It's very rude. Another freaking Eximus, my goodness. Drop a key. Okay, they dropped a key. Good. My cat stood in a grenade. Don't hear the demo. Oh, there they are. Hello. Hello, I need to shoot you in the face a bunch. You know, you're getting, like, closer than I prefer. Let me just time my Valkyr claws between your dispelling pulses real quick, and then claw your face off. So yeah, it's not like they're immune to abilities, but God, it's annoying to have, you know, your ability dispel like 5 seconds after you use it. Almost not worth the hassle, except for, you know, whirlwinding it to death like immediately. It's good time. That's generally worth it. All right. I hear the demo. There they are. Hello. Oh, you want to try to kill me, huh? Cool. Oh, magnetic anomalies, huh? It's yoinking me. Oh god, it's making me seasick a little. Alright. Sorry, just wanted to let Lotus and Pizul be weird. So I think I forgot to turn on streamer mode, come to think of it. Let me do that real quick. And also put my my capture below my overlay. Do 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 do. Streamer mode doesn't like really matter, but it does there are a few spoilery things which, you know, I should avoid doing just in case. Okay, okay, we good. We good. Anyway, time for the last part of the Archon hunt, and now I get out my Archon killer, the Kuvahek, with rad damage, and we go kill ourselves an Archon, and it's Snake Boy. I hate Snake Boy. And I hate Snake, which I believe is Nira, I think. I hate Snake Boy because they heal. And they heal a lot, and it's very hard to solo because of all the healing. But it's doable, and it is what it is. So, you know, we'll just go and try it, and try not to die. Just gonna trip that trap right there real quick, you know, as I'm trying not to die. Stop. No rockets. Also, I'm going the wrong way. Other door. Ta-da! Just gonna basically Cyclone everything I see to death and save all my ammo for the Archon. Nope, no rocket for you, good Sir Corpus, Mr. Corpus Drone. We don't like that. Alright, Nira. Let's go. Ow. Don't do that. You're not dead? Come on. You're at half health. That means phase change. Gosh darn it. Ugh, rude. So it's very rude because now they're going to heal a bit while I'm taking care of their buddies up here. And I would really love it if you came down so I could like melee you a bit. But I guess that's a no, huh? Come on, Nira, get down from your perch and let me slice you to bits. Oh, there you are. What? Nope. Oop. Oh, that was sad potato aim there. Up, the healing shield. Stop that. Alright. There we go. Got a good headshot. And we're on to phase 2. You know, once Nira stops trying to bite me. I could skip this, but I don't know, I like it. It's cool looking. It's very dramatic. Alright. Let's get going. Hello, everybody in the universe that's just hanging out in this hallway for some reason. Like to have less people trying to kill me while I'm going for the deacons. Go. Ah, our security system is top-notch. The only possible way it could fail is if somebody killed one of our lieutenants and stole their golden mask that they use to control their minions. Sir, wouldn't that be the first thing someone would want to steal from one of our lieutenants? Lieutenant, execute that man. Where is the last dude I need to kill? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Good. Cycron's so good. Like, it would be good enough on its own, but it chains to 3 people, too? It's like, yeah. Feels broken. Feels good. Gonna build up an Eximus or 2. Well, we get back to the deacon door. The deacon door, the door of deacons. The deacon beacon. Anyway, I'm keeping one eye on my Final Fantasy Discord BT dubs. So if I go quiet and I glance over like this for an extended period of time, it's probably me checking if we've got everybody for raid tonight. We'll see. But, you know, if not, then hey, it looks like it's an early extra long Warframe stream night. Won't that be lovely? Oops, ran out of that thing. And now I'm gassed. It's very rude. Oh, yes. I thought I heard a sentient shriek. Turns out he was behind me. He was trying to nothing personnel kit me. But he did not succeed. Hello. Goodbye. Alright. Deacon's down. Relatively quickly, I would say. Now we just killed near your for realsy reels instead of, you know, halfway, and you know, phase 1-y. Guess that would imply halfway. Look, brain isn't always great. Oh wow, 100 viewers for 50 cents. That's amazing. Let me just do a real quick ban on this person. Because that's what we do when we see somebody spamming the chat. Yeah, isn't that cool? I didn't have my ban system at the ready because I was hopeful that I wouldn't get bothered by bots this time. But you know, that goes to show you that Never be optimistic. Ever. Alright, cool. Bot band, let's kill stuff. Ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-bum-ba-bum. By the way, I'm pondering doing a little bit of the karaoke recording at some point. Once I get up a set list, I may end up just doing like a thing on YouTube where it's just me singing like royalty-free sea shanties or whatever. And, you know, it can be like all artistic and stuff with it instead of just, you know, me being on my VTuber avatar and yammering whatever comes into my mind, as live streamers are wont to do. But, yeah, we'll see. You know, maybe I'll get it soon. Maybe I'll just, you know, get really frustrated about how difficult it is to set up and not do it. Look, there's a lot of options when it comes to me, but I'm trying. And hopefully we'll find something really cool, we'll get something cool relatively soon. Anyway, back to Nira. We have a bunch of summons that I need to blow up and kill before we can kill Nira. Hello! Yep, that was a pretty good headshot. Didn't do as much damage as I was hoping, but oh well. I think because I had Roar down, I might have just had Roar down, I don't know. Anyway, Nira's hanging out on the ceiling right now, which makes her a little harder to shoot and kill. Shoot her in the back. That was an okay headshot. Not the best, though. Really? You're invincible? Why? This isn't an invincibility phase. This is I stand in your healing goop and then shoot you in your face because I'm killing you faster than you can heal up. Okay, this, however, is... yeah, that's a... this is when the summons come out, and I have to kill the summons. Also, they killed my cat, which is very rude of them. Gonna have to get them back. Alright, that should do that. And since I don't see Nira, she must be hanging out on the ceiling and spitting poison at me, as she's wont to do. Just kill these dudes real quick. Do a bit of a roar. Oop. Had the invincibility shield up. Rude. Hello, could you oh, you have a shield here, huh? Can we get you shoot you in the head? Yeah, good. Oh, come on, I heard the bang go off. I think he's gonna kill me. Very rude of them. Ah. What was that nonsense? What was that invincibility nonsense right there? Also, come on, kitty, get up. Don't make me stand in these poison petals longer than I have to, if you don't mind. Where's Mira? Hello! Ask question, get answer. Nope, that's your void shield. Get that off. And now, hopefully, we can shoot you enough so that you outdo your healing. Also, ow! One more good shot, come on. Okay, maybe, well, that wasn't a good shot, so. That one was. Goodbye, Nira. Sorry about the whole murdering you thing. Anyway, come on, Miss Rufflesnugs. It's time for us to away. Alright. That was easier than Nira tends to be. So I'm quite pleased. Also got a pistol ribbon mod. Neat. I should really, like, unveil some of those. But, like, I don't know. It feels like I never want to throw away any ribbon mods or transmute them or do anything with that. So they just kind of tend to just pile up in my ribbon mod inventory, and my only solution to that is get a bigger ribbon mod inventory. Looks like we're just we've heard for everybody but my co-healer so far, so it's looking like we'll probably do stuff on Final Fantasy soon-ish. I still have 15 minutes. Could I kill the Exploiter Orb in that amount of time? I mean, I could. Only problem with killing the Exploiter Orb is that, like, doing it solo takes ages. Like, ages upon ages upon ages. Because, there's no, like... 15 minutes, maybe that's enough time. Maybe that's enough time. It might be enough time. I'm willing to try it. Alright, let's go kill an Exploiter Orb real quick. Hi, I'm a boss. Yo, who's that looks dope? Are you referring to Valkyr? This is, my Warframe is Valkyr Prime, if that was what you were asking. And yeah, I do think Valkyr looks pretty dope, and it's my favorite Warframe, because it has a lot of armor, and lets me just stand in places and take bullets and not die, so I can just be like, herder, head empty, murder stuff. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a steel path option for this, so good. Anyway, weekly Nightwave is to kill Exploiter Orb. Why not do it solo? Because it takes a lot longer solo. Like, one of the big things to fight Exploiter Orb is you have to, like, throw thermia canisters at her, like, constantly, so that, you know, its heat gauge fills up faster and you can overheat it and then actually do damage to it. It's a whole thing. You'll figure it out once I start fighting it. Trust me, it'll make a lot more sense. And I'll also be yammering and talking through it the whole time. But anyway, it takes a lot longer solo because, well, the boss is, you know, not scaled up to 4. It is only you grabbing thermia canisters and ferrying them back and forth to hit the boss with. And it goes a whole lot faster if you have, you know, more than one person tossing canisters and killing coolant arachnoids so that it stays heated. But, yeah, it is doable solo. I've done it quite a bit solo, and I guess we'll just do it again solo. Also, it's loading up the boss arena here, so it's framey on my end too. If you were like, oh my god, the frames are dropping. Twitch, what are you doing? Nope, it's me. It's me. I can't blame Twitch. Anyway, shove in a diluted thermia from the Thermal Fracture world event in Venus, and it summons Exploiter Orb. Hello! Nice to see you. Alright, phase 1, very simple. Shoot the rocks, make them come down. Alright. Phase 2, find the thermal vents on their side and blow them up. Oh, I should have had radiation damage on my gun. What was I thinking? She's doing the glowing frost smoke thing. A lot of pushback in this fight. Anyway, she's gonna crawl up onto the ceiling where I can no longer hit her. Summon a bunch of tiny little arachnids. Yep. And now she has frozen the vents up. So you can no longer have her vents damaged. But what's the solution to that? Well, there's a whole bunch of these glowing thingies around. And if you find one, they will occasionally just spit out a thermia canister. So yeah, find one that spits a thermia canister out. Here you go. And toss it at the frozen vents. I throw with middle mouse buttons, different on controller, obviously. But yeah, throw the canister at her, and if it explodes on the vent, it melts it partially. There is a way to just fully, to fully unfreeze the vent if you blow up the canister mid-air and it catches the frozen vents in the explosion. That's hard to do. just so we're clear. So I tend to just toss it directly at it and hope for the best. Ooh, except for that time where I got 2 of them. Oh my god, that felt amazing to pull off. Holy cow. Alright, I have a billion arachnoids trying to kill me here. Let me just roar a bit. I think she refreezes vents every time once you kill one, or not? No, that one's still invincible. It has just a touch of ice left on it. Just a teeny salt of ice, which we're gonna have to melt. Main Steinax, good amount of armor. Make it look like an ice queen. Oh, that sounds like a great glamour. Love it. Ugh. I hear Steinax has a support build now that goes absolutely crazy with overshields. Alright, we broke 2 vents. I believe there is one more phase where I have to kill a whole bunch of coolant arachnoids, which they just kind of drop from the ceiling here. Thunk. So I'm just gonna claw my way through them and call it a day. Also, I know I'm making this look relatively easy, but Exploiter Orb hits real hard. Like, those laser blasts she firing, they hurt. They hurt a lot. And if you're not on a Warframe with an absolutely stupid amount of armor like I am, it's a good chance she'll just kill you if you stand out in the open like I'm doing. But that's why I'm on Valkyr, because I want to stand out in the open like an idiot and just take bullets to the face. So that I can just, you know, walk right up to them and just shoot their weak point for massive damage. With no muss, no fuss. Hey! I thawed that one. Cool. Let's get you out of here. Bonk. There we go. Now that's the proper phase 1 complete. Exploiter Orb's gonna take a little trip. Stupid little arachnoid punks. So yeah, that is proper phase 1 done. She only has the 2 phases. But yeah, once you've beat her enough up inside, she leaves and she decides, hey, what if I just like went to Fortuna and killed people? Sorry about the disguise loading screen there. And now, as you might see by the little horseshoe half circle on my screen, we have an overheat gauge. So, this phase, Exploiter Orbs is just invincible. Can't kill them whatsoever. So we need to make them overheat. And how doth one do that? Well, she summons these little ginger boys here, coolant arachnoids, and they drop empty coolant canisters so long as they don't get close enough to use their canister on her. Because as you can see, when they get close, they spit a blue ball of goo at Exploiter Orb, and that reduces her heat meter. And the whole point of this fight is to get her heat meter to 100%, and then rip out some important looking bits so she falls over. Anyway, not much I can do right now except for killing coolant arachnoids until she decides to do a little stompy stomp on the ground and cause thermia fractures. There we go. Alright, she stompy stomped the ground. I chuck a canister at her and shoot it, and that makes her overheat gauge go up a bit. But more importantly, it makes her overheat way faster when she does abilities. So eventually, as long as you are chucking coolant canisters at her, she will eventually have to overheat. So yeah, grab an empty coolant container, go to a fracture, fill it up, pick it up, run over, chuck it at her face, try to blow it up in the air right next to her for bonus damage. Rinse, repeat. She loses a lot of heat when she causes thermia fractures, as you can see by her heat gauge going down pretty substantially. But it also, you know, opens up the thermia. Anyway, she overheated, so you jump on her, rip out an important bit. Yeah, that looked important. And then you shoot the exhaust vent that is now on fire. Kaboom! Shot it. The end. Wait for a moment. As I need her to, like, start doing stuff, because I don't think I can throw a container at her right quite yet. And have it do something. I'm not sure. Maybe I can. Okay, now she's attacking again. So I think I can feel free to. Oh, I thought I could have sworn I tossed that. Oh well. Anyway, things are going a little slowly because I'm letting a lot of spiders just, you know, cool her off, because I can't be in 4 places at once, which is why doing this in a group makes it take a lot less time. Because, you know, you can have somebody killing the arachnoids, someone else throwing coolant containers at them, and yeah, just split that job up between 4 people makes it a whole lot more smooth. But hey, I'm soloing it, and therefore I'm just gonna do things inefficiently, because it's kind of what I do in Warframe streams. I do things you aren't really necessarily supposed to solo. You're not necessarily supposed to solo. Solo. Not because I'm good, but mostly because I'm antisocial. Is there a coolant arachnoid right below you? Kind of. Hello, you. Don't cool off your master, thank you. Ugh. Anyway, I need to throw a lot more containers at her. It's taking a while for that heat gauge to go up. Nice. Got that one, shot that one in the air, just, and she was in range of the explosion. If you're not confident about how good you are at shooting them, I would suggest just chucking them at her so they hit her directly, so you never risk wasting the thermia container. But, you know, I'm at least modestly confident that I won't waste the thermia containers that I chuck at her. Helps a lot that I can just stand in the fire and not die while I line up a shot. Thermia container? Go in the vent. Go in the vent. It's not going in the vent. I think that vent might be a little bugged. Oh no, it did go in the vent. Okay, it looked blue on my screen for a second. Am I crazy? Bonk. Alright. Kill that dude. And I'm just basically just looking for spiders now. Because I don't have a coolant canister. But I think I hit her with enough canisters that she'll overheat just doing abilities by now. If I'm lucky. Also, we got some reinforcements, throwing down a reinforcement beacon over here. Which is probably fine, but I don't want to risk a bunch of level 60 things running over here and making life just slightly harder on me. So we're gonna kill him. Alright. Ripping out an important bit. And then we shoot the vent that is on fire. And now we do one more. We need to only kill her one more time like that. So, you know. If you don't like running to vents and chucking canisters at a giant robot, maybe this boss fight isn't for you. But, you know, I imagine you'd like to get Baruch and Hildren at some point, and this is how you get them. Unless you, you know, get them through Prime Relics, which, you know, very viable and probably better and easier. But, you know, it's a fun fight anyway, I think. Certainly worth doing once or twice. And definitely with a group if you actually want to have fun with it instead of just, you know, flailing around miserably wondering if you're actually doing anything to it. Which is what my first experience was like. I was like, oh my god, I can't get this heat gauge to go down even remotely. I can't kill all the arachnoids before they get to her and cool her off. The fight's so frustrating. And like, yeah, all those things are true, but like, once I learned that every coolant canister I hit her with does indeed, well, thermia canister I hit her with does indeed just make permanent progress on the fight, it got a lot less frustrating, because it's like, nope, she's not healing. This is, every canister just tightens the noose just a little. You don't have to freak out and be like, oh, I'm making no progress, because you are making progress. May not feel like you're making progress, but you're making progress, and that's good. Granted, you know, it makes everything go faster if you don't let the coolant arachnoids just walk up and cool her off with coolant. So, you know, certainly prevent it if you can. But, you know, you can't be everywhere all at once. So it's okay, you can let a few go. It's okay. It's alright. It'll be fine. I didn't actually have a song in mind before I went into that. Anyway, I've smacked her several times, but as a Rude Zood is saying, yeah, I need to just chuck more thermia at her in general. I think right now it's just mostly a matter of making sure arachnoids don't cool her off too much. I could probably not worry a lot about how many canisters I hit her with at this point. Focus more on killing arachnoids, but I'm not, because, you know, more thermia I smack her with, the better. Wow, I got that one before it cooled her off. I did not think that was going to happen at all. But yeah, as you can see, she's doing her big cool-off move, which is making the thermia fractures. But she's still got quite a bit of the heat gauge, and it's going to go up real fast. And if I get a good thermia canister or two shots on her, it'll go up even faster. Yes, that was a very good shot. And she overheated. And time to finish things off. Now instead of her side vents, we just rip her face off. And shoot her. Good night, Mrs. Exploiter Orb. Fun soloing you again, sort of. Just go away, did you see what I just defeated? Anyway, her loot's over here. Make sure you pick it up, because she explodes. And it goes through shields. So, pick up the loot, and, leave. And that is the Exploiter Orb fight. Anyway, you got a whole bunch of stuff from killing her, but the big thing is you get bits of the Hildren Warframe and lazulite toroids, which are essential in crafting Hildren. And you can turn it into a little duck for rep. I do enjoy the banter between Yudiko and Zood there. But anyway, looks like the group is gonna pug a healer. That was the only person that was that did not show up. So I am going to pivot to Final Fantasy, and we're gonna do a makeup raid day. But yeah, I'm glad I got in the Archon hunt when I could, because I didn't want to, just completely ditch my Warframe stream this week. So yeah, I'm gonna hop over to Final Fantasy like real fast. And yeah, I'll see you in like a few minutes, or maybe not. Maybe you're only here for Warframe, and that's fine. But either way, thank you for watching, and I'll be right back with Final Fantasy XIV. Peace.